Okay, so I'm bringing my deck tech for this mystery week of Militia Madness. What I brought is Queza. So when I saw this, I was mainly actually just doing it for colors, but I have realized that it's actually much more synergistic with my deck than I initially thought. But what I wanted to bring was just every single blink spell possible and some of the blink combos. Yeah.
You and I have the same heart's desire sometimes. Yeah, again, I said it in the gameplay video, but this is when we compared, just to make sure we didn't have a mirror match. I asked Morgan what their colors were, because I thought we were both going to play 2-color decks. And whatever. And Morgan goes, well, I can't tell you my 3 colors.
Because it spoils my commander.
Because it spoils my commander. And I went, oh, we might have an issue then. Because I also picked a 3-color commander. And Morgan was like, did you pick the Esper one? I was like, yep. So,
Queza!
Yeah, so that's funny.
As a fun note, she's an advisor. So what I brought is Persistent Petitioner. No, I'm kidding.
That'd be awesome. But the Persistent Petitioner is an uncommon, isn't it?
No, it's a common.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, and it just says tap advice. The reason I know this is because I built Master Paku for next week. Oh, cool. And I was like, I could just play like 20 Persistent Petitioners and call it a day. I didn't. But this is the deck tech for Queza. What I got initially is every like ETB, so we have our 2 Monarchs. I didn't play the third one just because of dilution. I probably should fill in with the third one at some point, but like looking back on it, but 2 for now. I picked the one that comes in and is able to be unblocked if it gets taken away from me, and the one that disincentivizes people from attacking me very much so, because those are generally better than just a 2/4. Mm-hmm. Then we got a discard package in our ETB triggers, which is the 2 ones that say exile from hand rather than go to the graveyard, and then the one that is an artifact, which will be relevant later and is a little bit relevant now for Refurbished Familiar, which also discards and is an artifact.
Yeah, Frigid played those cards.
Yeah. Then what we got here is our 2 cards that go infinite with like Ghostly Flicker and Displace, which is just Ghostly Flicker, but very slightly worse, but good enough to be fine. Mm. Yeah, I remember there's a distinction, and I think it's that it can't blink artifacts. We'll see it when it comes up.
Displace can't blink artifacts.
Yep. But so with this and another card, you can infinitely get the card back.
Or lands.
And also do it another ETB trigger. Mm-hmm. It is very nice and may come up.
Prowess.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, the Prowess. I picked this specifically over Mnemonic Wall because I was like, I think a 3/3 with Prowess is potentially much more able to kill somebody than just an 0/4.
Oh, yeah. I should play this.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll get it to the no ban list, but this is better than Mnemonic Wall because it's a wizard, which means the wizard cycler can go find it.
The reason why you see Mnemonic Wall more in actual Pauper is because the deck that plays this is a Tron deck. Mm-hmm. And that is a single blue pip versus double blue.
Yeah, but that's not an issue for you.
Yeah.
Tron in our format seems very bad.
Yep. Then I got all my 1-drops. Novice Inspector, Thraben Inspector, City Pigeon. You know, the works of... Sorry, 1-drop ETBs, anyway. Mm. I'll have at least one more later. But these are just value. They do stuff. You want to blink them just because they give you some... able to...
Cops and their bird.
And then these cards, draw. Raffine's Informant is Connive, so I will have to get rid of something, but it can also be a little bit threatening as a 3/2. Mole Drifter, it can be very nice where if you flicker it, you're just drawing 4 immediately.
Mole Drifter, one of my favorite common cards ever printed. Would be my favorite common card ever printed if Mystical Teachings wasn't printed as a common.
Yeah. And then we got 2 sets of cards that are going together and are just very stock standard, which is 6 artifacts and 4 abilities to sacrifice them. Sorry, 5 artifacts. I don't know why I said 6.
You're good. You should talk about Cryogen Relic because...
Yeah.
This is like what blue brings to the package, and it is so good in Queza.
Yeah, it's another copy of Ichor Wellspring, but it's actually very minorly better because if I Glinthawk it or Core Skyfisher it back to my hand,
you get to draw.
I'll still draw a card.
Yeah.
Also, hypothetically, I could put a stun counter on something. I've never really seen a need to do that, but it could be relevant. I don't know, man.
Yeah. If you ever see my Queza, I love Cryogen Relic because you can pick it up, pick it down, then you can sacrifice it. It's just like a 2-mana draw 5.
Oh, I know what the 6th artifact in the package was. It just wasn't a part of that package.
Refurbished Familiar?
No, it'll come up in a minute.
Cool.
Okay.
Virus Beetle, too.
Yeah, I mean, only an artifact, not a creature is why, because I was thinking of how the ratios appeared online. But it's all good. Now we got our double flickers, which are Displace and Ghostly Flicker. Mm-hmm. So, and as you can see, well, you can't see it here, but it'll pop up on screen. Exile up to 2 creatures you control, then return this to the battlefield. And then the distinction of Ghostly Flicker is you can blink any of the artifacts, like I just showed you, which, if you start doing that with the Cryogen Relic, it'll also be divinationing you in addition to returning itself with the other couple of cards.
Or lands. Yeah. This is part of the reason that the Sanctuary needed to fucking go.
Yeah. Then we got all of our normal blink effects. We got the 2 1-mana ones in Essence, Flux, and Cloud Shift. And then we have the best 1-mana one, Ephemerate.
About like a wide margin.
Yeah, because it does it. You get 3 ETB triggers off of your Mole Drifter.
Yeah, Fergia originally played a lot of flicker effects, and I just cut it to this and this. And like those two are just good enough.
Yeah, and this is what I would say are the 2 worst ones, but they're here as they are fine because this one is a 2-mana one that will turn into a 6-mana creature, which is a pretty good value.
6-mana 3/3 is really good.
And well, with flying, it also makes other creatures with flying.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then Momentary Blink, 2-mana initially, then can be 4-mana later. So it's nice that you can get 2 uses out of it by itself.
Is a blue-white card.
Yeah, is definitely blue-white. You cannot play it in white-black.
Correct.
Then what I got here is my suite of bounce cards that are creatures. So Glinthawk, Core Skyfisher, Spider-Man. I don't know if I like Spider-Man in the end because I realized that my creatures aren't actually that good at attacking.
Yeah, not really.
But it's here. Might get changed out.
They're very good with this. These creatures are very good with Spider-Man.
Yeah, Glinthawk very nice with Cryogen Relic, as we were showing earlier. Same for Core Skyfisher. Like, these are just good on-rate attackers that can just get in, hold your Monarch well. Mm-hmm. And then we have a suite of just a couple of value cards. Preordain probably should be like a mid-range creature, but I was just like, I just need slot filler, and it draws cards.
59th card.
Yep, and then Lorien Revealed is just easy as like a land cycler. It draws cards. It synergizes with Sneaky Snacker.
You can also lightning helix people with it too.
Yeah.
That's funny.
And then Sneaky Snacker is just very good value in any blue-black deck, and since we have the full artifact package, it just comes back very easily.
Yeah.
Also, all of the sack spells work really nicely with it, because it sacks and then comes back immediately as long as you did it at sorcery speed. Or on your turn, at least you could do it on your end step or something like that.
Yeah, you can't do it on your opponent's turn.
Yeah, unless like...
You have to find another way to draw a card.
Exactly. But still, very good 2/1 flyer. And then here's the other artifact. And it's in my removal package, which is Tithing Blade. Yeah, this is my removal. Tithing Blade is in here because I can sack it off to stuff, and it's a removal spell. And then we got the best 3 that are my colors, which are Cast Down, Go for the Throat, Journey to Nowhere.
Yeah.
Just 2 mana, effectively unconditional removal. Not literally, because there are edge cases.
Speaking of edge cases, I'm going to moan and groan about Brawlios for a second. I hate this card. I hate it. I hate it so much.
Hunter, it's been weeks.
I have died to it. So it happened again in Black Waltz. So it's not been that long. Yeah, I hate it.
Okay, it's been a week.
I don't think it's unplayable by any means, but there are certain scenarios where you're going to be attacked by a legendary commander with a cast down in your hand, and you're going to look real stupid.
Yeah.
But...
And then that's all for the spells and permanents in the deck. Well, sorry, all spells, not permanents, but... So we're going to get into lands. I'm going to start with all my ones that do multicolored stuff, starting with the ones that start out as colorless. So we got Contaminated Landscape and Ash Barrens. These are the only ones of the 3 color like finding ways I have. But Ash Barrens is a little awkward because you have to land cycle it and not like sack it after it comes in. But both these notably come in untapped if I needed the mana to like say I played 3 lands on my first 3 turns to get all the colors of Queza. I can then get the colorless.
And then later when you need the color, you can go get it. So.
Yep. Well, not on Ash Barrens, but yeah.
Yeah, on Ash Barrens, you have to. It's a modal card.
But that is part of the reasons why I do have this Ortop Basilica in here, is because I can bounce the Ash Barrens then cycle it.
Oh, sure.
Or bounce the Contaminated Landscape.
Is that the only bounce one you have?
Yeah, I just put 1 in.
Okay.
Because I'm only playing the Lorien Revealed, so I was like, oh, I don't need a white-black, like, snow land or, like, Contaminated Aquifer. So I just was like, okay, Ortop Basilica.
Sure.
Yeah, and then these are both searchable off of Lorien Revealed, that's why they're here. And then the other ones...
why you're playing 1 snow land and 1 not snow land?
They're what I had around.
Oh, okay.
It's arbitrary and there's no real difference.
That's fair.
And then I got the 3 artifact lands to help with the package if I need to bounce anything or sack anything at like if I'm getting a little bit desperate, if it's late game and I don't need the mana, etc.
That's good.
Yeah, also they count for the
Refurbished
Familiar, which is there. And then I accidentally put a monocolored card in my multicolored card package, but that's fine. I have 4 monocolor non-basic lands, which are the 3 artifact lands that come in untapped. And Mortuary Mire, which can help return a creature to my graveyard, from my graveyard to my top of my deck if I need it.
Notably not Witch's Cottage, because I imagine that's very hard to trigger.
Yeah, it's much more difficult to trigger, because as you can see, I only have 2 cards that... Well, 1 card that counts as a swamp here. And then I only have, like, 4 swamps? 3 swamps?
Yeah, you're also not on Troll of Khazad-dûm, so there's really no reason...
Yeah. So Mortuary Mire's here.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the best thing, but I thought it was interesting.
It's an interesting distinction, too.
Yeah. And then I got 3 plains... 3 swamps, 2 islands, because I'm mainly a white-black deck, if you like saw the actual cards I was playing. And then the couple of islands are here because I can search them up, and also I just need untapped lands in general, and help with my color percentages.
Yeah, this is not a cast Lorien Revealed deck. It's more you're using it to find your blue way more than casting it.
And then that's it for the main deck. We're going to grab the sideboard here in a second, and I'll start laying it out. First off, we got a couple easy graveyard cards. Tormod's Crypt and Nihil Spellbomb.
Yep.
You can just play them down, remove your opponent's graveyard. Notably, they don't remove yours because we do have a little bit of graveyard synergy in the bringing stuff back camp.
Sneaky Snacker. So I was going to ask, you could play Relic of Projectus, but no, you can't because you...
Well, also like the Archaeomancer package, etc.
Oh, yeah, true.
So it's just easier this way. Then we got a couple of board wipes for go wide decks. We got Armus of Hadar, which only removes my opponent's board notably. Same for Suffocating Fumes. And this also has the alternate, if I can cycle it, then I can return it later when I need it with an Archaeomancer.
Yeah.
So it's just nice and useful like that. Got a Duress for control and such, just to have another way to like pick out stuff from my opponent's hand much more intentionally than the Virus Beetle and all that kind of stuff. Anti-red.
Yeah, these boys, like...
Yep.
Really ubiquitous.
Then this is a card I actually think I might main deck in the future just because it's good against any deck that's killing you with combat damage, which is a good percentage of decks.
Yeah, most, right?
Yeah, and also if you have the Monarch down, it can help you really hold it. So Stonehorn Dignitary here just shuts down my opponent's next combat step. They just don't get it, period.
It's also a stupid 1/4.
Yeah, and
like it doesn't die to bolt. It doesn't die to 4 health is a lot.
Yeah, and it's also one of like the most efficient things to do the quote unquote infinite combo with the infinite blinking. And so obviously you can only do it as much mana as you have.
Yeah.
But
for every 2 in a blue you have.
Yeah, and also you only want to do the Stonehorn Dignitary once per turn, but it means that it's a lot more safe.
Yeah.
So that's nice. Then I got Dust to Dust to be anti-enchantment.
Reprint this card, Wizards.
Yeah, and then I got the 2 cards that are also flex enchantment and graveyard removal, which are Dawnbringer Cleric and Thraben Charm. Thraben Charm is also here as another removal spell when I need it. Dawnbringer Cleric is also here as anti-aggro, which on that note, I also have Erishan Cleric and Lone Missionary to be anti-aggro. And then I have Extracted Confession and Snuff Out to help remove big stuff.
Yeah.
And that's it for that. Yeah. Okay, so we had a slight interruption, but that's it for this video today. We had finished all the relevant information. Just remember to like, share, subscribe, actually say some stuff in the comments, or go to the Discord, because that should also be in the description. And we'll see you in the games this week.